What's up, YouTube? I'm Orchid.
And I'm Darion.
And today's video is going to be a story time about our proposal. So if you haven't watched our most recent story time about how we met, go watch that so that you can be in chronological order about these milestone moments in our life. Okay, so we're going to start with your perspective because I was in the dark until April 28, 2021 was when we got engaged. So what led you to make that big decision? How did you know I was the one?
So what led to my decision was I don't know, I just had a gut feeling that she was like the actual one. So I decided to think like, okay, this is a big step, but I'm gonna go and ask her like siblings and stuff for like their permission. Yeah. And then they say yes, so I just went with it.
So when did you actually buy the ring? Did you buy the ring in April and it was like a spur of the moment thing, or did you pre-plan this?
I bought the ring in March 8th. So
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So before I proposed to Orchid, I was actually making her mad so that, you know, it could be like
no suspicion.
And then catch her off guard pretty much. Okay.
So he actually proposed on our 3-year anniversary. So we had already planned on going to dinner that night. We were going to Red Lobster. Wasn't that your first time going there?
Yeah, that was my first time.
Yeah, and I hadn't been there for a while, so I was like, "Oh yes, 3-year anniversary. Like, let's go to dinner." But then as the day went on, because we had just took our pictures for our anniversary and I was tired, so I was like, we don't really have to go to dinner, like it's fine. But he was really pushing for us to go to dinner, and I was wondering, I'm like, I mean, Red Lobster is cool, but if you want to go that bad, sure, we can go. So we went to Red Lobster, and we actually thought that it was going to be a lot more packed than what it was, but it actually wasn't, which was fine because it worked out in his favor because of how shy he is usually. So, and I didn't know that he had all of these big things planned. So we sat down and we ordered our food and all, and he was just acting really weird. Like, I was really pulling teeth with him to try to carry on a conversation. So I was just asking him, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And he kept going to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, like, what was going through your mind at that?
So, pretty much what was going through my mind, I was a nervous wreck. I was about to break down. I was about to start crying, all types of stuff, because I was just, like, that nervous. And it was like, I had to go to the bathroom, because I was like, should I do this here? Or should I just wait till we get out in the parking lot with nobody around? And I was just like, looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, you gotta, come on, man, you got it. Yeah, it was like, bro, come on now. You, what, 21? I'm 21, so it's like, I'm grown now. I could do pretty much whatever. I was just hyping myself up in the mirror, and then came out.
We ended up ordering our food, and that was a bust. My lobster had poop in it. Ooh, I was very upset because I had been craving them and they let me down.
Doo-doo
it was straight up boo-boo in my lobster. Like, what the hell?
Doo-doo streets.
So I even had asked the waitress. I was like, is this, boo-boo in my lobster? It was like, looking at it like, ugh. Like, she was looking at it disgusted and lied to my face. She was like, no, I don't think that's what it is. And I was like, so what is it then? And she was like, well, they thoroughly cleaned their lobster, so I don't really know what that is. I was just, all right, girl. So the whole time, I'm like picking around this poop and just like kind of like, is it actually poop? Is she lying to me? Should I risk it? I ended up moving on to whatever else I had on my plate. I think I got like some shrimp Alfredo and some broccoli or whatever. And the whole time that I'm doing that, like, Darion is like moving around in his seat.
So yeah, I was moving around or whatever, and yeah, I got up. What did I say to you though?
You were like, oh yeah, because we had exchanged our anniversary gifts. Wait, did you not get me one?
Yeah, I had told you.
Yeah, that was a whole cover up too. I had gave him his anniversary gifts.
She wasn't expecting me to give her anything.
No, so he had brought out one in like the like gift bags that a piece of jewelry that I had gifted him was in, and he was like, I really do like this jewelry that you got me, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, because I'm still looking at now. I'm expecting everything on my plate because I'm like, if it's boo boo in my lobster, what else is the boo boo in? Like, so I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm happy you like it and all like that. And then he just keeps inching off of the bench. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just like, I think I was telling her like it's that time, whatever. And I started inching off the bench, and then
wait, no, you were like, I think I gotta go to the bathroom again. And then I was like, do you want to leave because your stomach is messed up? Like, what is going on? I was really concerned for him because at this point, I'm like, because he had a burger. We went to Red Lobster and the man got a burger.
See, listen here. I don't eat lobster. I didn't even eat shrimp at the time. I didn't eat seafood because I thought that I was allergic to seafood. So...
Yes,
the whole family thing, so I wasn't even trying to risk it, you know.
Yeah, so he got a burger and he had already eaten his food. So I'm like, okay, look, it's boo boo in my lobster. Now the burger got his guts bubbling. Like, what in the world is going on? I was like, do you want to leave? Like, are you okay? And he was just like, yeah. Like, I'm okay.
So yeah, so I actually stood up and I was like standing over her, and she was just looking at me crazy, like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? It's like, why you standing up?
So weird.
Yeah, and I was just getting closer and closer to her, and then she was just like, and then she see me like get down, and then that's when she knew that I was proposing, and then I had.
I'm about to cry.
So I got down on one knee and asked her, "Will you marry me?"
At that point, I didn't have an answer. I just busted out crying, like, because I was just so surprised, like, oh my God, like, it's just like the dream, like, moment for me, like one of my dream moments. Like, I've always wanted to get married, but I always wanted to get proposed to as well. So it was just like so overwhelming for me. So I just busted out crying, and then he was like asking me like, is that a yes? Is that a yes? And I was just like, yeah, that's a yes. And then he put the ring on my finger, and I was just still like hysterical, emotional, like, yeah.
Yeah, my nerves is going crazy. Waitress started like tapping other waitresses, and
telling them like, oh, you just proposed to her, like, oh my gosh. So then she came over, and then she was like, oh my gosh, like, did he just propose? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh my, and she started tearing up, and she's like, can I see the ring? And I like showed her my ring and everything, and she was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Is it turned the right way?
No.
But yeah, she was just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Get it off me. But so yeah, so then after that, I was ready to go home. Like, I didn't want to eat the food no more. I already barely wanted to eat it anyway because they had that little crap up in there, literally. So then after that, we got in the car, and I like called my cousins and stuff like that, and I was just like, like, I'm engaged, and they were like, oh my gosh. And then I started crying, and then Ribbon in the Sky by Stevie Wonder started playing on the radio, and then Darion started crying too. It was just like, it was just so beautiful of a moment. Like, well, you did. Ain't nothing wrong with a man crying.
I had a little tear coming out my eye.
That man was like,
no, I was not. No, it's not. Don't believe that.
He was crying when he was driving.
She lying. Anyways, we gonna insert pictures.
You ain't about to insert.
Let me insert those pictures that we looking for.
You don't know how to insert nothing.
I don't even know how to work that camera.
You don't know how to work the computer.
But I type so slow.
That pretty much wraps up this video. It was very short, sweet, and to the point. A moment that we will never forget. A moment that changed our lives. And we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you guys in the next one.